You know, man, I feel the same way. Don't get me wrong. I know how everyone feels about Waffy now. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty not the same anymore. Now look, I've been used to love Waffys. Don't get me wrong. Now, since after last year's Waffy, it's pretty got dark now. Now, I think 2022 Waffy would be more dark if I was used to. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait until Saturday. But listen, y'all, we got like 4 more days left until Waffy 2022. So at least Silver White T has made a video about called SMG4 Water Valentine's Doesn't Work. And I'm probably have to agree on this, just keep that in mind. That's not probably a lot of hates, but keep in mind it's pretty not the same anymore. Don't get me hanging, but that's probably not the same anymore. Like, I understand it's pretty not the same anymore for Waffy, so that's probably what it is. You probably get the point why Waffy won't be the same anymore. I feel the same way. So we're gonna watch this Waffy Valentine's Doesn't Work by Silver White T. And I got the speaker a little loud, but let me turn it down. And anyway, guys, let's see how this will go. Now, he's going to be agreeing about every single thing on this, not gonna lie.
War of the Fat Italians 2022 was just announced to be a part of an arc, and to many fans, this has been devastating. This video will explain exactly why art Waffys are bad, how awful they are to the series as a whole, and how they negatively affect the narrative. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Well, I don't really hate a lot of Waffys, but General's Arc one was pretty dark.
This was the very first Waffy ever to be announced to be a part of an arc, and of course, this arc Waffy was a part of the very first arc on SMG4, the Waluigi arc. This arc Waffy, as of right now, is really the only War of the Fat Italians that actually works to be a part of the arc, as this Waffy holds the title of being an original concept and also being in a more lighter-hearted arc. When the anime arc introduced the permadeath feature, this was the moment where arcs started becoming darker due to future arcs also having a permadeath feature. This is something that the Waluigi arc was based on a meme, and any threats to characters in the show were nearly non-existent, so Waffy fit here perfectly. Now we move on to the YouTube arc, the first arc to have a Waffy besides the Waluigi arc. The Waffy before this one was Waffy 2019, and was also a standalone Waffy, so having an arc Waffy here kind of makes sense.
Well, at least 2019 was alright.
So it was refreshing to have an arc Waffy right after having a standalone one. And the YouTube arc, while not my favorite arc, was still kind of lighthearted. Not as lighthearted as the Waluigi arc, mind you, but still more lighthearted than the anime arc.
Don't get me wrong, in my opinion, I think the Waffy 2020 was the best episode in my opinion. If you guys remember back in 2020, that was the best episode I have watched. Just keep it in mind.
This was what made this Waffy more unique and made it stand out among other Waffys in the past. But this is where the problem starts, the Genesis arc. The arc was made up to be the darkest arc ever in SMG4 history.
Exactly. That's the most darkest arc that we ever had. What do you expect? This is the most darkest arc we ever freaking had. Don't get me wrong. I know how we all feel from last. If you guys remember. After death, no Waffy, everything. By the way, guys, I have moved it to a different angle because the other thing when I began the video was really slow. The video was a little bit slow to record, like a little bit low. So you probably in this angle I'm in, like in the last video you see. So just want to let you know. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
The Genesis arc. The arc was made up to be the darkest arc ever in SMG4 history.
Exactly. What do you expect?
It had so much build-up, so much tense moments, to at one point we didn't even know if Mario was going to survive the arc itself. That's how dark this arc was. However, at the very end, where all the dark points seem to come together, the way they go out this super dark arc is with a Waffy. And this Waffy is nothing like any arc included Waffy prior. The previous arcs were more lighthearted, but this arc was meant to be the darkest arc ever. And to have Waffy included, it doesn't make sense. Axel's death was starting to build up, and the fate of the series and its characters were on the line. But first, we have to get through all these lighthearted challenges.
And then right after those lighthearted challenges are over, then the dark part resumes. This reminds me of Dragon Ball GT's Black Star Dragon Ball arc, where the series made its characters go on a lighthearted journey, but in the background we have this looming dark threat. And that's exactly how I felt here. You can't even enjoy these lighter-hearted challenges because the darker tones of the arc are still looming over, and it also ruins the darker narrative as well. Not to mention that this was the third arc included Wattvi at this point, and it was so predictable because all
And we're getting into the fourth time in the arc. It's gonna be the same thing over and over, isn't it?
It's like this arc being made up to be the most different arc in the series so far. Nothing is different about this, and we can predict the format entirely. After the horrible backlash of Wattvi 2021, many people thought that Glitch Productions had learned their lesson. That arc included Wattvis would stop beyond this point. And of course, here we are with Wattvi 2022 being a part of the lawsuit arc, and it looks like Glitch is hyping up this Wattvi to also be completely different. Now, of course, this arc is way more lighthearted than that of the Genesis arc, and so you could argue that Wattvi kinda works here, and to that I'd say that it would. However, the problem with this arc Wattvi in particular is that this is the third year in a row that we're essentially getting the exact same ending.
Exactly!
It's extremely repetitive, and this is not good storytelling at all. The video starts with them in court, Wattvi challenges begin, there's a rap battle, Warrior Clone becomes defeated. There, I literally just predicted the ending of this arc. This ruins arcs, and if nearly every arc after this point ends in a similar fashion, then it ruins the arc's watchability. And it also looks like this format is now permanently changed to not even be a War of the Fat Italians. It's not Mario vs. SMG4 anymore. It's the entire cast.
Yes.
Thus, the name doesn't even make sense.
I mean, I like it, but I will talk more about this when we get done.
Originally released on the Nintendo DS, it was Nintendo's first jump back into 2D Mario in a really long time. It was refreshing for the series and was really unique. We'll call the DS one the Waluigi arc. And then after seeing the success of the DS version of Mario Bros, they did it again. You know, this one kind of makes sense. It has a bunch of unique features that wasn't in any previous game. So we'll call this one the YouTube arc. And then they released it again. And then they did it again. This is the exact same problem with War of the Fat Italians. And I hope Glitch Productions can at least change up the format and we can please get a standalone Wattvi next year. But
who knows?
Check out 10 minutes of news.
I will let you know this, guys. Listen, okay? Look. I probably have to agree with everything on this. Not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong, I love Wattvis. But let me tell you something. It gets so hard that everything's getting a change of like since 2020 now. And every arc's been going on ever since. It may happen again next year or another thing like that. You know, if this is gonna keep happening more and more for Wattvis, I'm probably not gonna like them anymore. Not the whole cast, don't get me wrong, but the Wattvis and everything, it probably won't be good anymore. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just probably not the same anymore. I'm not saying that I don't like this or whatever it is. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I feel bad for all the SMG4 fans out there for this. I have made videos about all of this. If you remember, I made a video about all of that. Remember from last week or two? No, don't get me wrong. I was hyped when I saw this after the Lost Rock episode, when all of this happening. Don't get me wrong. I didn't mean to be hyped. I mean, I've been a big fan of SMG4 for years. And I still am. But the problem is, it's just sometimes Wattvis won't be the same anymore. The character designs will be different in the future, that's what happens. And death characters. Just like how Axel and the other things had done. That's why. Look, y'all, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I've always been an SMG4 fan for years. The problem I have is Wattvi's been going on with arcs. Not saying it's a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I understand how Wattvi is now. That doesn't mean I don't really hate Wattvis. I still like Wattvis. But it's still a little bit different than Chaos now, so that's probably what this is all about. But listen, guys, I will let you know this. I hope War of Fat Italians 2022 will be good, because the last year one was really dark. So anyway, guys, what is your thoughts about this theory? It's really not a theory. but I guess it's already been okay, I guess. I don't know, y'all, but still, I mean, it's been like this for years, since 3 years now. The Waterloo Jock's still good, but the rest of these 3 arcs now, I think it's getting a little bit harder now that there won't be the same Warfare anymore. Don't get me wrong, I love Warfare 2020, like Warfare 2020. I did, I really did. Back in 2021 from last year, it wasn't my favorite. It was so dark. Now for Warfare 2022, I just hope it's good. So get prepared for the next 4 more days for it, y'all, cause I'm just see how it goes. I'm not ready to see what happens, but you know what? Let's see what you got, SMG4, cause I'm ready. Show me what you got, y'all. Please don't let it be dark this time, okay? Please don't. We already been into arcs, darks, and darks, so there you go. So guys, leave your comments down below and subscribe to Civil IT and SMG4. And as always, don't hug me, I'm scared reaction. Episode 3 will be tomorrow because I am busy, a little out with my mom anyway, so that's why I'm, like you've been seeing, this little funny man up here. So that's why. It's always. Well, anyway, guys, I will see you all tomorrow, and we're gonna get back in track starting tomorrow for whoever's out for school. See you guys tomorrow. 20k subscribers, and let this be a good Warfare. Let's hope. Good luck SMG4 in the game, and good luck for defeating Loyal Card. Woo!